How to avoid disappointments in life. In life, there are disappointments. It happens to everyone sometime or another. When there is a disappointment, you try to deal with it. But have you ever thought about why one gets disappointed? I'm not talking about a particular thing or event that causes disappointment, but the feeling of disappointment itself. Why do you get disappointed about something? The answer would be that something that you expected did not happen at all, or did not happen the way you expected. In any case, the key word here is expectation. Expectation, or unreasonable expectation, is the problem. Let's explore further into this. Life goes on as usual. There are all the things and people that we interact with, but we don't let things happen or accept things as they are or as they happen. We let our ego or mind interfere. We project our own desires and wishes into the actual happenings of the world. Let's look at some examples that will provide further clarity on this subject. The most important and common kind of expectation that causes disappointment for sure is getting into a venture or doing something expecting a sure success. Even common sense tells us that we cannot be successful in everything. Let's take a simple example. You want to make a food item, and making it well may be your goal. You make sure you have the right recipe, all the necessary ingredients, and the required pans and so on. You use your capabilities and prepare the dish to the best of your ability. But if you strongly expect the results to be perfect, and if, for some reason or other, it turns out to be not so perfect, you will get disappointed. Let's take another example. You take an exam. You prepare well and think you did well in the exam. But if you have a firm expectation that you will definitely get an A+, and if you happen to get anything less than that, you are bound to be disappointed. The solution to this problem is don't expect too much about how the results of your activity will eventually turn out to be. Because in the results of any event, there are intangible, unknown factors involved. And so you can never be absolutely positively certain about the outcome of any activity. So you should keep your expectation in check. Another kind of expectation that leads to disappointment is unreasonable expectation. This can easily be avoided, yet people get caught in it quite often. The problem here is having an unrealistic aim or goal. You set an unrealistic goal for yourself that can never be accomplished, and yet you expect successful results from it. Naturally, you will be disappointed. The solution to this problem is when you want to acquire something or achieve something, make it reasonably reachable. Ponder over it and see that what you want is obtainable with effort and the necessary tools. Inquire within yourself why you have this desire or goal. Is it for the right reasons? That is, to use your capabilities and lead a fulfilling life? Or is it because someone else is doing it? Ask yourself questions like this and decide which goal would be prudent to pursue so that you can have a good chance of being successful. Another example of expectation is that which a lot of professionals have experienced. In your job, you may expect something to happen. You may think that you will get a promotion, or you may want to be the most popular employee there. And when that does not happen, you are disappointed and depressed. The solution to this problem is do your job the best way you can. Be the best you can be. Aspire for a promotion or a raise, but be prepared that things may not go as you wished, in spite of your talents and capabilities. There are a lot of things involved in companies and organizations, and not everything happens the way it should. If you understand this and prepare yourself wisely, you will not be disappointed and wallow in self-pity. On the other hand, you will be smart and wise and unperturbed at work. Here is an example that most people can relate to in life. You expect your wife or husband or mate to have the same qualities, interests, likes, dislikes, and habits that you have. If you don't have these in common, you are disappointed. You expected something, and when that did not happen, you are disappointed and miserable. The solution to this problem is to understand that to be one's soulmate or to get along very well, all your interests don't have to be the same. You may happen to have many things in common. That is great. But you can also have different likes and dislikes, eat different things, do different things, have different interests, like different music, and so on. The only thing that you must have in common is that you really love each other, that you care about each other and want to be kind to each other. The rest of the stuff can be different. Understand this firmly and stop expecting your partner in love to be just like yourself. In fact, having different likes and dislikes may make life less monotonous and boring. The next two examples have to do with your children. Here's the first one. You follow a certain religion or culture, and you're quite attached to its concepts and rituals. But your son or daughter does not rigorously follow these things. They may even be atheistic, or they may like the concepts of another religion or philosophy. But you strongly expect them to follow you in this matter. And when they don't, you are disappointed and disillusioned. Regarding this, the other example is you belong to a certain race and color, and you expect your daughter or son to marry someone of the same type. But they want to marry someone of a different race and color. Your expectation is thus thwarted, and you become disappointed and saddened. The main cause for such disappointments with our children is because we think we own our children. We want them to live according to our ideas and beliefs. We simply are not able to detach our personality from theirs. We always expect them to do this and that as we wish they should do. And the important solution for this is as follows. Understand that your children are independent persons. Put it firmly in your mind that you don't own them. Just as you are here in this world for your purpose, your children too are in this world for their purpose. Stop expecting that your children should follow you in every way. Of course, when children are young, as parents, you should do your duty and advise them about what is good for them. You should guide them because you care about them. Even when they grow up and have a mind of their own, still you can offer your advice to them when necessary or when they ask for it. But just let go your hold on them. Let them express themselves joyously as they desire. This will set your mind free from stress and anxieties and protect you from disappointments. In general, in life itself, you expect life to be smooth sailing. You think nothing can go wrong with life. You think that problems and turmoils and diseases are only for other people. Yours, you think, will always be perfect. But when life deals you a sudden blow and rocks your boat, and you are faced with a serious problem or trouble, you get terribly shaken. You become disappointed and dejected. The solution to this problem is preparation with learning and association with wise people. Understand that anything that can happen to others can happen to you. Get prepared mentally. Keep healthy physically. Be smart and wise. Learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others. Learn to do what you want to do without too much of expectations. Thus, you can avoid disappointments in life. Another situation in life where expectation can cause a huge disappointment is when a man or woman falls in love. You may like or even love someone very much. That person may be friendly to you, but they may not truly care about you. But because of your wishful thinking, you may expect that person to love you back. Eventually, when it is found that this is not true, you get terribly disappointed and dejected. Why did this happen? Because you did not face the facts and your expectation was based on your feelings, whether the other person is genuinely interested in you or not. To avoid such a disappointment, one should not expect too much from anyone or anything. In fact, even when life is calm and trouble-free and everything is going well, one should always associate with wise people and smart people and be prepared for such situations. In summary, through these few examples, we can see that expectations are the main causes of disappointments in life. If we take it easy and let things happen as they are meant to happen and not expect too much out of anything or anybody, we won't be disappointed. If we stop imposing our will on other people or on the events that happen in our lives, we will never see the face of the demon called disappointment. So, take it easy. Just be happy. Things will work out. They always do, sooner or later. Live with zeal, optimism, and a positive attitude. But learn not to expect too much out of anything or anyone. Learn how to live without falling into the snares of the dual-headed monster consisting of expectation and disappointment.